Imagine your own body is killing its own cells on purpose, not by mistake, not by disease, but as a smart survival strategy. This process is called apoptosis, and without it, you could develop cancer or even autoimmune disease. Let's understand how this cell suicide actually saves your life. Today we are learning apoptosis in immunology, simple, clear, and with real life examples. एपोप्टोसिस मीन्स प्रोग्राम्ड सेल डेथ, यानी सेल खुद डिसाइड करता है इट्स टाइम टू गो. बट here is the important part, it dies cleanly, quietly, without harming nearby cells. Now compare this with necrosis, which is like a blast, messy, uncontrolled and inflammatory. इसे समझने के लिए मैं आपको एक रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल बताती हूँ. एपोप्टोसिस इज लाइक resigning properly from a job, and necrosis is like office server crash. Everything is disturbed. Clear difference. Good. Now the real question is, why does the immune system even need apoptosis? First, removal of self-reactive cells. Some immune cells are very dangerous. They attack your own body. Apoptosis eliminates them before they cause damage. Second point is to maintain the balance. Infection के time army बन जाती है, but after war ends, extra soldiers must go, otherwise damage. And third point is it kills infected and cancer cells. Cytotoxic T cells don't explode target cells, they force them into apoptosis. Like a trained officer, not chaos, just controlled elimination. Let's see where this happens inside the body. First, thymus. T cells are tested. If they react against self, they are eliminated. Second, in bone marrow, some screening of B cells. And third, during the immune response, killer T cells uses apoptosis to destroy the infected cells. Fourth is after the infection, the extra immune cells dies, only memory cells remains. Now let's understand the most important part, how apoptosis actually happens inside the cell. Don't just memorize this, understand the logic. Apoptosis can start in two ways, from inside the cell and from outside the cell. Different starting point but same ending. Cell dies in a controlled way. Let's see intrinsic pathway first, that is internal problem. ये तब स्टार्ट होता है जब प्रॉब्लम सेल के अंदर ही होता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल DNA डैमेज, स्ट्रेस या इन्फेक्शन इनसाइड द सेल. सो cell checks itself and says something is wrong, I shouldn't survive. Then what happens? Mitochondria, which is normally known for energy, suddenly changes its role. It releases a signal called cytochrome C. This is like pressing the self-destruction button. Cytochrome C activates caspases, and caspases are the real killers. Think of caspases like scissors. They cut proteins, DNA and cell structures step by step, very neatly and cleanly. And end result is cell shrinks, breaks into pieces and disappears cleanly. Understood? Very simple. Mitochondria, cytochrome C, caspases and cell destruction. Next is extrinsic pathway, the external signal. ये तब स्टार्ट होता है जब सिग्नल बाहर से आता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अ साइटोटॉक्सिक टी सेल wants to kill an infected cells. So fas and fas-L interaction happens. On the surface of cells, there is a receptor called fas. The killer T cells brings fas ligand. When they bind, it sends a death signal inside the cell. मतलब सेल को डायरेक्टली बोला जाता है time to die. And same ending again. This signal activates caspase 8 and again caspases take over. Same scissors, same destruction and same clean death. So remember this clearly. Intrinsic problem inside the cell and extrinsic signal from outside for apoptosis. But both activates caspases and both lead to apoptosis. Different roads but same destruction. Understood clearly? Now let's slow down and understand this carefully, because this is where the most students make mistakes. एपोप्टोसिस का बैलेंस बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, नॉट टू लेस एंड नॉट टू मच. फर्स्ट केस इज टू लिटिल एपोप्टोसिस. जब एपोप्टोसिस कम हो जाता है मतलब हार्मफुल सेल्स मर नहीं रहे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल ऑटोइम्यून डिसीजेस, वेयर सेल्फ रिएक्टिव इम्यून सेल्स मतलब ऐसे इम्यून सेल्स जो सेल्फ रिएक्टिव है, जो डैमेज क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, वो नहीं मर रहे हैं एपोप्टोसिस से, सो दे स्टार्ट अटैकिंग योर ओन बॉडी. सो टू लिटिल एपोप्टोसिस इज वेरी डेंजरस. एंड सेकेंड एग्जाम्पल ऑफ दिस इज कैंसर. कैंसर सेल्स बेसिकली रिफ्यूज टू डाई. उनका एपोप्टोसिस सिस्टम ऑफ हो जाता है एंड they keep dividing again and again. It is also because of no apoptosis. So simple समझो, cells that should die are staying alive, so they are creating problem in your body. Next is too much apoptosis. Here is second situation. जब apoptosis ज़्यादा हो जाता है, मतलब useful cells भी मरने लगते हैं. Best example is HIV infection. Here CD4 T cells die in large number due to the apoptosis. मतलब जो T cells हमें immunity provide करते हैं, वो खुद ही मरने लगते हैं HIV infection में, which is due to the apoptosis. एंड रिजल्ट इज इम्यून सिस्टम वीक हो जाता है, यानी सेल्स दैट शुड सर्वाइव आर डाइंग, सो इट इज ऑल्सो अ प्रॉब्लम. नेक्स्ट इज थेरेपी यूज. नाउ द इंटरेस्टिंग पार्ट इज डॉक्टर्स एक्चुअली यूज apoptosis as a treatment. How? In cancer therapy, drugs are designed to trigger the apoptosis in tumor cells. हमने पहले क्या डिस्कस किया, जो कैंसरस सेल्स है वो apoptosis करने के लिए मना कर रहे हैं, तो डॉक्टर्स ऐसे ड्रग्स यूज करते हैं जो डिजाइन किए गए हैं कैंसरस सेल्स में apoptosis इंड्यूस करे. So remember this logic. Too less apoptosis, cancer or autoimmunity, and too much apoptosis, immunodeficiency. Balance is everything. Now, instead of revising everything again in a boring way, let's compress the entire concept into one single word, apoptosis. If you understand this word properly, you can literally reconstruct the whole answer in your exam. Let's break it down. A stands for avoids autoimmunity. Apoptosis removes self-reactive cells, so your body doesn't attack itself. Next, P, proteins control it. Important proteins like BCL2 and caspases. O for overreactive cells removed. After infection, extra immune cells are no longer needed, so apoptosis removes them to maintain the balance. P for perforin and granzyme help. Cytotoxic T cells uses these molecules to trigger the apoptosis in the infected cells. T, the thymus selection. In thymus, T cells are tested. If wrong ones are there, they are eliminated by the apoptosis. O, only faulty cells die. Healthy cells survive and only damaged or harmful cells are removed by the process of apoptosis. Next, yes, the survival of the fittest. Only the best immune cells remain. I, that is immune balance maintained. No excess cells, no deficiency. Everything stays controlled. Next is yes, self-reactive cells are deleted. Again, reinforcing dangerous cells are removed early. Now don't try to mug this up. Just remember the word apoptosis. In exam, start writing from A. Automatically points will come. This is how toppers revise. They compress big topics into small triggers. Here is a quick test for you all. If I say P, what comes to your mind? Yes, proteins or perforin and granzymes. And if I say T, T stands for thymus selection, where T cells are selected. That's it. Topic locked. So this one word apoptosis is not just a term. It's a complete summary of the entire concept. So exams में याद नहीं आ रहा, just recall the word. You will reconstruct the entire answer. So what did we learn today? Apoptosis is not just a cell death. It's a controlled, intelligent survival system. It protects you from autoimmunity, cancer, and immune balance. So remember this. Sometimes controlled endings are necessary for a healthy life. If this made apoptosis easy for you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next concept, where we break down immunology in the simplest way possible.